Hello, welcome to Grace for Today. I was looking in Psalm 106 today, and something really jumped out at me that I've never noticed before. And in Psalm 106, it talks about Israel's rebellion as God was trying to bring them into the promised land, and they were in the wilderness. And in verse 24, it says, they despised the pleasant land, and they did not believe in His word. They did not believe that God would give them that land. Remember, the spies went over to spy out Canaan land, and all they saw was giants, except for two, and what they saw was potential. But the next verse says, after it says they did not believe in His word, it says, but grumbled in their tents. Now I want to tell you something. It doesn't really matter what you say at church or what you say anywhere else, but what you say in your tent is what matters. You know what I'm talking about. When you go home at night, when none of your Christian friends are around, or no one you're trying to impress is around, it's just you and your family, what do they hear coming out of your mouth? I have to admit, too many times, doubt and unbelief have spewed out of my mouth. But I've always been very careful to allow my family in on the blessing of God when it comes. And they see my struggles. They see what we go through as a family and as parents. But you know what? God said, I will take care of you. And if you doubt that, the first symptom will be the complaining and the worry that happens in our own homes. See, in our own homes, we are on our own, and we have a sense of security that no one else will judge us, no one else will see us. But it's what we do in those times that will determine where our faith is. I want to encourage you today to continue to put your faith in the Word of God. If God told you something, God will do it. See, the Israelites were promised Canaan land, but because they did not believe that God would overcome their enemies, they stayed in the wilderness until all of them died except for the two who believed. And then the children and the grandchildren, they walked into the promised land. Now that's wonderful that the children and grandchildren did, but don't just leave your faith as a legacy. Live out your faith today. You have a grace-filled day. We'll see you next time.